Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a tarot reading for Twice member Nayeon. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Um, and this member actually was asked for me to do because recently her birthday was on the 22nd, I believe. So she wanted me to do a general reading for Nayeon as well, since I have done a few for some Twice members, and sometimes I would want to continue with them, but since I don't see much interaction with their Twice readings, I'm not sure if there are actually people interested or that ones actually are consuming my content. So but I'm really happy to do it because I do like the girls' energy. They seem like really nice girls, very hardworking and very realistic. Their energy, it's very like I wouldn't say like pure, but they definitely are like their energy is like a very, you can sense that real woman, behind the group and behind everything that you see about the makeup and the looks and the concepts. They seem like a really group of young women, really hardworking and really focused on what they have to do, very professional. So and they also allow me to see beyond of them. I mean, as people. So that's really interesting as well. Um, so yes, and I also wanted to keep adding more readings or updates for females because I had been reading for male idols, and you know that I like to combine energies and not always be concentrated on reading for boy groups or for male soloists. I want to keep things fair and balanced. So if you have other female artists that you would like me to read on, I would happily do it. Um, so let's start with Nayeon. Nayeon, I believe that I have seen her birth chart before, and she is a Virgo with a sun in Virgo. She is a Virgo sun with the moon in Leo. So yes, she's really, what I always find really amazing about astrology, and something that I'm really happy to see this energy, like finding a way to show its potential and its traits. It's when moon in Leo idols get to be the center of the group, or get to have this, because it's not about being the visual, it's being the center. It's something that, especially when you have a lot of members, and I believe that Nayeon is not the only moon in Leo in the group. I think that Chanyeol, is it her name? I always have a trouble pronouncing her name. I think she is the member I'm speaking of is pronounced Chanyeol or Changhyul. I'm I don't know. I'm going to review it later. I know she's a Taurus. She's a Taurus sun with the moon in Leo. And the other one is Sana. Sana is a Capricorn with the moon in Leo. So we have three moon in Leo. So it's nice to see their energies playing the role, like having that glow, having that charisma, and being able to provide that for the group, because their energy is very necessary. I think that we all need to learn from moon in Leo's, Leo placements in general, sun in Leo, especially when it comes to entertainment and when it comes to being a celebrity. I think that sometimes Leo energy allows us to own the the magic of being in a spotlight, and to actually being enjoying it. I would rather give my position to a moon in Leo for them to shine and to be able to have fun while shining, And for example, not giving it to someone that probably has like a bit more introvert kind of energy, that probably they feel awkward doing it. So this is why it's essential to have like a mix of personalities and also of potentials. So let's start with the archetypes that she got. She got the archetype of poet, god, and mediator. So yes, a lot of potential, like I was mentioning. When it comes to poet, I believe that she definitely has the the gift to probably produce some material or to write lyrics. I don't know if they are involved in that process, but I think that because Moon in Leo is it's also a trait that allows you to be creative as well. It's not only about looking pretty and shine. It's also about you connecting with your own creativity and being able to produce things of your own. So here with the archetype of the poet, what is showing me is that she's really good with words, and probably she's really good at writing down those ideas, those words, those concepts, and turning it into beauty, and is able to inspire other people through this work. And also being a poet, sometimes it's also being able to let yourself be touched by your surroundings and about what everything you see, and allowing it to inspire you, and also to write it down, to take the moment to write poetry, because I know it's a bit old-fashioned, and to be a poet or to write to write something is not the same as being of journaling or as being a scribe. It's not about you like using words to do some kind of research or documentary about what's going on around you, what's going on inside you. It's also about you being able to put into words the beautiful moments and the moments that move you, and also being able to create this atmosphere of love. So definitely, if you are a poet, you have to have this romantic kind of side. You have to be a kind of idealist in love, and you have to be in love with life. To be honest, you have to be able to be moved by life and by everything around you, to see the beauty. To see the beauty, to see the beauty in the everyday situations, and to be innocent enough to be like, okay, I'm going to write about it. It's going to sound cheesy, maybe not many people are going to get it, but poetry is really inspiring. It allows you to feel and to become more sensitive, and to also be inspired. That's something that we need. We sometimes consume a lot of words, a lot of content, and we forget that sometimes simple phrases can actually move us. And then we have the other archetype, that it's the archetype of God. So here it's interesting, because the archetype of God, being benevolent, being forgiving of others, being like this shining ruler or guardian of all. The archetype of God, it's almighty, of course. It's very expansive. It's like this shining God. So I connect this energy with her moon in Leo. I think that her being a Virgo sun with the moon in Leo, definitely I can see her being the leader of the group. I know that she's not the leader, but she could be she could have been the leader of the group. And I don't know, maybe people that are fan of her probably notice that she does have leadership, and she does have like skills to rule others. It's just that In the case of Nayeon, being a Virgo sun with the moon in Leo, she could be a very funny kind of leader and ruler and guidance. But at the same time, with that mercurial energy there, she could probably be a bit, how do I say it? She would be like very critical when it comes to giving you some kind of feedback, about how you did or what did you do. Because Virgo is also very observant, and they also are very interested in the details. So probably and if you also add this moon in Leo of hers, she could probably act like that kind of boss that acts really funny, and wants to be your friend, and it's like in a funny way they kind of are really harsh on you, or are very critical of you. So and they use irony a lot, and they does use humor a lot to hide that probably sometimes they are mean, or that sometimes their feedback can be a bit too harsh on people. So I think that uh, she has the God archetype. I'm much more relaxed that she's not a leader, because she could have some kind of misunderstandings when it comes to communication, especially. Because the God archetypes, it's also someone that believes that they are the powerful, and that they hold the power, and they are really comfortable holding the power. So because they know their worth, and they are so like connected with their own self-esteem, or with their own with I wouldn't say it's not about loving themselves. It's more about recognizing that you shine, so you tend to consider yourself better than others. So I think that it's okay that she's not the leader. But then we have the card of the mediator. So this is also another trait that would have been really suiting for her if she was a kind of leader in the group. And that also it gives her a lot of humility. It allows her to not that morning Leo of hers to rise too high, and position herself in a place of I'm the best, because she can be. This is what I'm picking, that probably she does have this kind of grandiose gestures, or she can be like this kind of character that she is always acting funny, and in those jokes that she makes she can like imply that she's better than the others. So she does have an ego. This is what I'm sensing. And but here with the mediator, definitely is telling me that she is in a place in her life right now that she wants to be of service of others. So probably she's also connecting with her Virgo energy. She's connecting with being more diplomatic, and with also, I don't know, maybe she does have some things in Libra as well. So she's really interested into hearing everyone's point of view, and actually being more present when it comes to her interaction with the members. Probably this is happening because they are in a state where that they had a few members that went through a lot of mental health issues, and they went through hiatus and other stuff, and probably she had also gone through moments of stress herself. So I think that now, even though she was born to be a star and to be in the spotlight and to be an entertainer, I think that here with the mediator archetype is showing me that she wants to put that influence to a good use, and that she wants to be a good partner for her teammates. I think that she wants to step down from this energy of because she's actually like a really good entertainer. I believe that she could potentially be a good soloist as well if she wanted to. It's like she has the potential to shine on her own. She could have like a lot of success being doing projects on her own, but I think that she had learned that with the ups and downs of the group, she had learned a lot about uh, that it's good to listen to all the members, not just a few voices, and to be more present and to also be ready and be mindful and also be to know how to recognize the signs of if maybe your teammate is having a hard time, you being able to see it and not to disguise it or to be like, oh, yes, we're okay, we're fine. It's like right now they are like in a place where, or at least Nayeon, it's in a place of awareness. She's like, okay, I want to be able to see what's going on. I don't want to, shove things under the carpet. She just she wants to be a mediator. She also wants to be she wants all the members to have like a moment to speak up about what they want. Probably this is what happens when you have probably in the group there are a lot of them that are extroverts, and then you have the introverts. You have the extrovert line and the introvert line. So probably it's like she had realized that for some of them it's not easy to speak up about what they are going through, and she doesn't want to lose members, so she wants to be able to be this mediator, to be able to understand. Even though they are different in characters and in nature, she wants to understand the people around her. So let's go with the tarot cards that she got. She got a lot of cards in reverse. That I was shuffling. At first, I wasn't convinced if I wanted to read it because I was like, why are they? And I look at the deck and I was like, yeah, it's normal. But for a moment, I thought that I maybe hold the deck upside down, but no, it was okay. But I'm going to read anyway. We have the Ace of Cups in reversed, the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Death in reverse, the Four of Swords in reverse, the Hierophant, the Three of Cups in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, a lot of block energy. Starting with the Ace of um of cups in reverse. There's something about and what she can achieve actually emotionally, that somehow it seems like relationships are probably like being able to be open emotionally is not been a good moment for her. There's like a lot of blockage, and I think that it has to do with fame. Honestly, it has to do with being famous, and it has to do with all the consequences of being famous, because the only card of this road, it's the Nine of Pentacles, which is an amazing card because this card talks about you being exceptional and you being amazing at your work, and you being like really connected with your inner resources, and you owning and you having like a high self-esteem as well. So I think that what's going on here is the more famous she gets, it seems like emotionally she feels like a disconnection. Probably for her it's not easy to trust people. There's like a blockage. This is what I'm seeing, like a blockage in emotions. She is, I don't see that she is in fear right now, because actually what keeps her like alienated and aligned with her purpose and with her work is that she's really good at that, and she is that kind of professional that no matter what, she will put on the best smile and she will be like, okay, the show must go on. So this is the level of efficiency that she has that actually allows her to be where she is right now. But at the same time, there's something about not being able to connect with her emotions. And then when we have, the Queen of Pentacles and the Death card in reverse, definitely is telling me that she could, like I was mentioning earlier, she has she could be like more successful doing things or projects on her own, but somehow these opportunities are not, it's like they are not approaching her. This it's like, and I think that these offers are available. I mean, it's actually brands are interested in her, other other famous people are interested in working with her, but somehow it seems like this abundance of opportunities is not getting to her. So someone is like limiting uh, her possibilities to do individual projects. So I don't know if maybe is the company's idea. Probably there's a female here involved here, because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse could mean an actual person. So, and I don't know if does anyone know what her relationship with her mother is, because this Queen of Pentacles gives me very motherly vibes. So, and also here with the Death card in reverse, it means that somehow this person doesn't want their child. They doesn't want Nayeon to transform herself, to make some kind of evolution into a new person. They want her to stay like this, because I think that Nayeon, and this is very like a Moon in Leo thing, that they tend to be the golden children of their families, of their background, of their group. This is why BTS JK is called the Golden Magnet, because he is the magnet, but he's no regular magnet. He is the golden magnet because he is the Moon in Leo. So in the case of Nayeon, she is a golden child as well. So it's like there are a lot of people that are interested in holding her in this kind of box, where she doesn't have to leave these parameters, where she has to maintain in the same level or in the same sort of achievements that they expect from her. And it's like limiting a lot of opportunities for her. So I don't know who these people are, but I sense a very strong female figure here that has a lot to do with this. And since this female, it's like holding her coin really tight and she's really close to Nayeon's energy, I believe that this could be a family member. Then we have the Four of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Three of Cups in reversed. So yes, the Four of Swords also in reversed, it means that she's not getting much sleep, she's not resting, and I think that neither of the members are, because I have the Three of Cups also in reversed, that the Three of Cups, it's community, is your circle of friends, the ones that you share your time with. So I think that this represents the course, and they are in reverse as well. So they are like not getting much sleep. They are also not feeling the joy of doing the job. Probably they are trying really hard to connect with enjoying what they do, but sometimes they just need a break. It's not only about getting sleep, getting as much sleep as possible. It's more about disconnecting a bit. And here in the middle, we have the Hierophant, that the Hierophant, it could mean the company, because the company is like the one that it's the only one that came up upwards. So it means that definitely they are very aware of what they're doing with the group, and that they are making the decisions based on what's good for them. So and ignoring the girl's well-being. So yes, there's a lot of like unfairness here. Then we have the Free of Swords and the Emperor, and the Free of Pentacles in reverse. So yes, she's definitely trying not to take things too personally. She, like I said, she's very it's like she's a very wise girl. She definitely knows the industry. She's very intelligent. This is what I want to also. Well, she's a Virgo. She's a Virgo sun, but this Nayeon is really she's really in control of her emotions. I think that sometimes this is a good thing and sometimes it's not so good. But for the time being, I think that she's trying not to take things too seriously. She's trying to maintain a certain level of rationality, of trying to be as controlled as possible. She knows that there are people that are going through difficult moments, difficult times mentally, and she doesn't want to add more drama about this. But there's something obviously about the future that she's not, that gives her uncertainty. But at the same time, she's like holding on to this idea that everything will be okay. This is why I think that her emotions are blocked. This Ace of Cups that we've seen in the beginning of the reading, that it's reversed. It means that she doesn't want to get emotional. She doesn't want to let her emotions in, and because it's like they sometimes think that there's going to be a major change here, but then eventually everything goes back to normal and they have to work on the routine again. So it's like she doesn't even know what to believe. Then here with the Emperor in reverse, there's something, yes, about losing faith and credibility of someone. Probably there's a strong male, like a CEO or an influential person that actually she look up to. She admired this person, and actually now that since this person since this card it's upside down, is reversed, it means that he's no longer holding the power, or he is no longer looking that powerful in front of her eyes. So it's like as if she almost lost a bit of respect for him. So she is a bit like, oh, like disappointed, like, oh, you weren't that person that I thought you were. You weren't that leader that you said you were. But I think that she's not the only one. I think that everyone is seeing it, but she's definitely like disappointed. And then with the Free of Pentacles in reverse, definitely what is telling me is that it's because of this person, of this Emperor in reverse, that they are no longer to they are it's like as if this person ruined the teamwork that they had, or the healthier dynamics that they had within the group. It's like this person is like responsible, that they are not enjoying what they do anymore, or actually that there's something about the them putting their efforts together, and actually it seems like there's like a separation between members, and it's not because they have differences. This is about the professional side, actually. It's just that it seems like there are people that have a lot of energy to actually sustain the group's dynamics, and they are very reliable. And then you have other members that could potentially break under pressure. So it's like you have like a certain instability in the group, where maybe in the past they used to be really strong and really like balanced, and now it seems like there are a few that are strong, and then there are others that if you look closely they could break under pressure. And you know that sometimes what actually is worrying about this is that it's not about the physical aspect. It's not about someone, like having an accident, and some part of their bodies not allowing them to perform correctly. It's more about the mind. It's more about their mind. It's more about their mental health. It's more about being nervous, feeling anxious, feeling overwhelmed, feeling sad, deeply sadness, feeling like you suddenly change of moods, so mood swings. So yes, it's not. She's trying to remain, like I said, she's trying to remain as focused and as professional as possible. But then they will definitely will have to have like a gathering or something like that, where they will have to talk about how they can like rebuild this synastry, and if this is possible, and if it's not, then what does it take for them to actually be happy, and for them to actually be able to see for each other's happiness, because this is not about giving like a pet talk to someone and being like, oh yes, everything will be okay, let's go. No, this is more about them taking care of themselves and also as well, and taking responsibility when it comes to their decisions as the group. So yes, guys, this is all I have for Nayeon. I hope that you liked the reading. If you did, please don't forget to give it a like, and I would love to hear from you if you are a once or if you are a fan of the group. I would love to hear your feedback, because I do not know much about the course individually, so I would like to hear your feedback about Nayeon. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.